Who's gonna win? Pacquiao or Margarito?
Margarito.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Margarito.
No, this guy.
Es puto Pacquiao.
Así es. Pendejo.
As the opponent for Manny Pacquiao, and in the eyes of many, filling in for the fighter who still is not here yet to fight Pacquiao, and may be at some point in the future. And the answer might be any country he wants.
Play Olympia, buena suerte, touch him up, let's have a great fight.
Antonio Margarito has said that Manny Pacquiao better be ready for war. Pacquiao always is, and so are we.
Already it has been a tumultuous evening ever, and of course Pacquiao's hand wrap was so absurd. But during the same period of time, members of Pacquiao's camp believed they state athletic commission. The athletic commission had to bring the measure of whether Margarito has taken a banned substance, and Pacquiao, for his part, gave no indication that he ever considered not entering the ring to fight. So here they are. Last. Pacquiao trying to get inside and go to the body, and Emmanuel Stewart.
Most dominant punch in the fight has been his left jab.
And the last thing people expected to see was Antonio Margarito standing in the middle of the ring and boxing with Manny Pacquiao.
Intelligent fighter.
Margarito has shown a good jab, especially early in the round, but Pacquiao's dominated this round with the right hook, the straight left hand to the body.
Well, he's won maybe the round, but I don't think he's dominated. I see a lot of effectiveness with the jabs of Margarito too. I gave the round slightly to Pacquiao because he landed some pretty clean punches, but the left jab seems to be becoming more of a factor as the fight goes on from Margarito.
But he has had trouble getting rolling in the early parts of some of his fights, notably the Paul Williams fight. Margarito still content to stand in the middle of the ring and box with Manny Pacquiao, has not tried to drive him to the ropes. But speed belongs to Pacquiao. Up could be a factor in the fight. Pacquiao beginning to focus a little more to the body, I think.
Facial expression that Margarito had when he fought Cotto.
I mean, you're not supposed to be on the ropes against Margarito, and there he is on the ropes, Emmanuel.
Keep saying size, but
that was the first time that Pacquiao found his body against the ropes. And if there was one thing Freddie Roach harped on when he gets close. Uppercuts for Margarito, his favorite punch. He landed both the left and the right hand uppercut there.
This is why we have
this big, delectable experience perhaps for Margarito, fighting a man this small. Couple of power shots.
When I was giving you the keys to victory earlier, I said Margarito didn't work left uppercuts or right uppercuts through the middle because in the past it's shown that Pacquiao is very vulnerable.
You heard Freddie Roach saying to Pacquiao, it's too early to start trying to bang this guy around. You need to soften him up a little more.
Pacquiao looked vulnerable, and he's looked a little vulnerable.
Pacquiao pressing the speed advantage to have the kind of jab that will bother Pacquiao. First 3 rounds, Margarito's jab is bothering Pacquiao. Totally bothering Margarito, they're just landing. Pacquiao flirts with the corner there, then moves away. Now his back is against the ropes. Margarito tries to press the action. Pacquiao hits him flush with a big left hand.
He won a clean shot. But in the meantime, I still see that the weight difference of see Pacquiao land beautiful punches, even with his defense up. Margarito still was getting good punches because of the accurate pinpoint punching power. Pacquiao, but also you notice that
that was a very good round for Manny. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim, 3-0, 30-27. He don't hit him because the guy ain't there. You know, that's good ring generalship. Pacquiao does it all the time. 3-0, Pacquiao.
I gotta say, it's a wide fight for Pacquiao. I think Margarito's doing well in spots and rounds, but I haven't seen a round I thought, oh, maybe Margarito won.
You know, I give out to distance in case he gets a knockout fine. But, you know, even though he's landing and winning the fight, he's got to be, but I hope he's in great shape.
I think you're looking at
what we see.
On the other hand, Margarito is telling his corner and has told them several times, according to interpreter Jerry Olaya, he has no power.
Margarito's saying that Pacquiao's not hurting him, but his face is telling a different story.
Indeed. And Pacquiao's beginning to land with almost every punch.
Better and faster than Mosley, but he's not as physically strong and has to do this rather than just bully Margarito around the ring.
He's beating Margarito up in this round. There's a huge left on him up, and he's hurting him. And Margarito can say all he wants.
A lot of the days, he punches through his opponent. Most of the fighters today, they punch at the target. Very seldom do they penetrate.
Among all the experts' comments coming into the fight, one of the ones I found most interesting was from Joshua Clottey. At the end of the round, ended 43 of 62 power shots, demonstrating what a lot of people said coming into the fight. Doesn't miss waste in boxing, Emmanuel. He even has the ability to adjust the punch at mid-arc.
Yeah.
Margarito going to the body against the ropes. Then Margarito actually made it look for a moment like his fight against Cotto. And here comes Pacquiao.
As always.
Absolutely, he jolted back, or jolted Margarito with the left hand there. Jolts him with a right hook there.
Pacquiao's fighting spirit is something to behold.
And he's going to get you back before the bell rings. And look at the different angles that the punches are coming from.
Pacquiao's trainer, Freddie Roach, was asked about have a lot of snap on his punches, did he?
Yeah, that's right.
Manny's a southpaw. It wasn't a left hook to the body, it's a left cross, but the bottom
Margarito staggered.
lands in the same place. Straight in there. Big right hook. Great shot. Another great round from Pacquiao.
Far away. Don't throw from far away. Put it real close. Then let go of your hands. Bring your uppers in. What round is it? What round is it? Oh, it's okay.
Out of which Margarito has to try to track Manny Pacquiao's lightning left hand. Maybe the fastest puncher, Margarito, who at the height of his career a few years ago was averaging 100 punches per round. Punch output gets limited when you start fighting in a brand new style as he's doing, and when you start to get hit hard by somebody like Manny Pacquiao. Creating angles.
Creating angles, yeah, because
there's no way Margarito can find him.
And beat him up that way.
Miguel Cotto. Afterward, I asked him what was most impressive. He said, easy, the footwork. I've never seen any athlete in any sport.
Very few people realize that his footwork is phenomenal.
Mark,
some bigger than others, but he's winning all of them.
Now Margarito catches Pacquiao twice against the rope in the fight as he's tasted for a moment the advantage of having Pacquiao against the rope. This is Pacquiao's nightmare. Fights his way out of it. Bloodies Margarito some more.
Until you're getting close. Come on, Tony. Okay?
Come on. The change of the night that favored Margarito right here when he was landing a lot of blows and Polo Manny was trying to get away from him, but he was landing shots body and head.
Now round 7 begins to more than halfway through the fight. Harold Letterman, how do you have it so far?
Okay, Jim. I've got it 6-0, 6 be as it may. Manny's circling back and forth, bobbing and weaving, getting on the Margarito shots, and landing tremendous shots of his own. And Jim, the one thing we can't...
It's called comparative rounds. I thought Manny won it, but I think that on the scorecard...
But the bottom line is, you're right. Manny loves to fight.
loves to fight.
Well, this is a dazzlership here. Unbelievable.
So, in a history...
It brought the best out of him, but he is a natural fighter.
Well, I'll say this. I've covered boxing for 24 years, and I covered Ray Leonard from ringside, and this is the best offensive fighter I've ever seen.
He does it all and fights everybody. That's what I like about it.
See, what's kept Margarito up in this fight is his enormous size.
The size. The only thing, Jim, before the fight, you said you could see it possibly going to 12-round decision only because so much is strictly a Pacquiao show.
No, if I had a prediction, it was going to be that Pacquiao would win all 12 rounds, win a unanimous decision, and there'd be a lot of nervous moments in it.
Yes.
I thought Pacquiao would stop Margarito right around the 6th or 7th, the way his face looks.
Margarito's hanging in, and he's having more flurries as the fight continues, but Pacquiao just stunned him with a right hook and backed him off again. 2 more big power shots for Pacquiao.
Come on, Tony, you gotta do it. Close him up.
Here you see Manny Pacquiao landing all of these precise punches. Even with a guards up high defense, he still pinpoints areas where he can get through and penetrate. But to me, the perfect fight is the way he fought the last round. Punching, moving in and out, taking advantage of it.
5 of 104, his high output for the fight. Margarito, 31 out of 7. It was a terrific, world-class, one-handed fight. Margarito banging him against the ropes here, trying to get to Pacquiao's body. That could change the fight. Pacquiao fighting back with his back on the round and bangs Margarito viciously. Left cross straight on. Now hits him again with the left. Margarito.
He trains himself to fight this way, so he's still going to be fighting very strong. Going the biggest factor is fighting while he's tired.
And he's blocking some of the punches, taking some. He took a big left hook there. Remember, Pacquiao is taking full shot. 17 pounds in the ring tonight.
And speaking of redemption for Margarito, so far this has been a measure fighting his fight in spite of a frightful beat.
Conclusions.
I talked to Miguel earlier today. Miguel said this was going to be a very tough fight. As I was saying, I thought that Pacquiao had to edge. He said, man, he may have edge, but it's going to be a hard fight.
What an exchange.
What a fight. I mean, this is a fun fight to watch. For a fight that's being won.
Okay. So don't let him go away, Tony. Don't let him escape. You got the conditioning. Keep the doctor.
Here you see Pacquiao in the ropes again, which is where every time that Margarito has a good rally, or so to say, it's always when he's got him pinned in the ropes, and he's had him in the ropes. And here this left uppercut, which is his weakness, right up through the center.
55 out of 65, that's sensational. Margarito had a tremendous championships already. He ran out of gas against a bigger man.
Severino Garcia, and that was once the case again. It was just too much weight difference.
Well, he got a draw.
Yeah, he can absorb the punches a little better than a smaller guy, but a regular 140-pounder.
It seems as though Pacquiao's maybe decided that he can't knock Margarito out at this point.
Unless somebody wants to stop the fight because of that right eye, which is grotesque at this point.
And as I said, that Pacquiao landed some great hooks. Knockout-style hooks.
Nothing. The cut is nothing. Breathe. It's the same thing. Tony. Damn. No, forget about that. You've got to get in close.
He does better than any boxer in the game. Let a guy miss, catch him with a punch, let him miss, hit him with a punch again. A lot of guys that let guys miss punches, but they don't take advantage of it the way that he does.
Unaccountably with a big grin on her face, while her husband...
Replay, when he gets hit,
Jim, he's landed a clean on him. Pacquiao's greatest performance. What was his most impressive feat? What was his biggest night? If this continues the way it does, and he wins all 12 rounds against a guy 17 pounds bigger than himself, touching him up, beating him up, this will be in the discussion.
Well, it's not just that Margarito's 17 pounds bigger, it's that Pacquiao's moved up.
State Athletic Commission to make Margarito shave off the beard, which probably they would have done. Pacquiao said, leave it there. I want to use it as a target. That's a fighter. Boom! Another perfect right hook. What a show. What an amazing performance. Greatest offensive fighter of the era.
are you? Tell me how are you, bastard? I'm okay. It's the same. There's 1 round. There's 2 rounds left. How many fingers? 1, 1, 1, 1, 2.
This counter right hook, which is, as I said earlier, one of the best punches that you can land, and he's very good at that. Used to be when he first came, straight left through the center, complete fighter.
Once he added the right hand to his
Action for Margarito. He has a ton of to keep fighting. He's not just doing it as a show for the referee or for the fans, rather. Look at me, I'm tough. He really wants to win the fight, even though he's hopelessly behind and getting out the fight at this point, it looks to me.
Landed his He's doing a good job, I think. It's right that you can't stop it yet. Because as long as the guy's punching back, not being out punched, but the referee has to wait a few more seconds before the stop.
Emmanuel, he's rearranging Margarito's face, and it may never look the same again.
I know, but it's just...
Clean headshots.
Can one man... His punches have 0 snap. He is way...
If the referee stopped, it wouldn't be any
He wanted the fight stopped. He said no. Wanted the fight to the finish. Same thing here, obviously. It's not doing Margarito any good to take the number of shots he's taking now. Plus on an already badly brutalized...
Look at Tony. It's not bleeding. It's the same thing.
In the 10th, Pacquiao landed 51 of 75 power shots. Max? Honestly,
Calzaghe seemingly was doing that with Roy Jones in the later rounds, too.
absolutely. There's no question Pacquiao's pulling his punches now.
Floyd Mayweather's watching this thinking, maybe the time is right to fight, until he felt the time was right. He noticed Hagler slow down against Duran and Mugabe. Then he took the fight.
Say because he's fighting such different guys every time out, and they're all so big. Hey, Pacquiao, the citizen of the world, that's the man who's letting Margarito finish. And we're done.
Jim, your prediction was right.
120 to 108. That's a shutout. If I were scoring, that would have been mine too.
109. All 3 to the winner by unanimous decision. And now winner of his 8th World Championship, the fighting pride of Sarangani Province, Philippines, Manny.